It's a little bit tilted. That's okay. I don't have time to make these good. I don't have a lot of experience with video editing. I've enhanced a lot of videos now, but it's still amateur. But I went off on a lot of rants, and I realized that I look a little disheveled because I haven't done my hair in a while, and I need to shave. So, but I'm going to continue going forward, and I guess if I might redo some of these videos if I need to, because I keep going off on tangents, important tangents, but I'm sure there's some people that are like, get to the fucking point. So I told you my house foreclosed after like Bernie went crazy, George went crazy, other people went crazy, and then some weird stuff happened with me, but I didn't really think about what it was. There were drones in the neighborhood. Some people lied about them, and then they were also still spying on people as they were at my house when I left. So Senate Hills, please ask around and make sure, see if anyone has experienced bizarre bullshit over the past few years, because I certainly did, and I was at 5300 Tower Trail. Kitty enjoys, look into it. Then I went to the extended stay. I was feeling really weak because of these people, but I didn't know about these people yet. High frequency noises, I thought kids were fucking with me, laser pointers. Then the voices happened. They found out I had a warrant for my arrest on a bullshit arrest because I was waiting to get a paid lawyer to deal with that when my house foreclosed. And then they found out about the warrant. And I was talking on the phone with the cop, and then bullshit hit the fan. I got arrested for that warrant, dealt with it. Got out a few days, went to the Studio 6. Phone got stolen. They were like, hey, that guy in 301 that you like saw in passing, we're gonna do a little Simon Says with him so that you know that he's with us. And they did a little Simon Says with him, like from afar, while I like looked at the people or whatever, down in the parking lot. He was down in the parking lot. I don't know if that was like proof of anything. I'm just letting you know. Suggested that he might have heard them giving instructions, or I don't know. I think he was aware of them. If not, he's got one or two friends that are aware of them. I'm sure of that. That's probably how my phone got into his room. But anyway, the really important thing is I was still like wondering if they were like up here, even though it's very rare at 41 with no mental health history to just suddenly become schizophrenic. Especially when you have no mental health history, totally fine. Again, never had a bad reaction to drugs. I wasn't doing drugs in a quantity or a frequency that would really fuck with your head. Not at 41. I was using them more than I wanted to because of these people. Well, it was around me a lot for a period of time, and it was like, wasn't, and then I was like, so, what was I going to say? Oh, the really important thing is, they were like, the guy in 301 that we just did a Simon Says with, he's got your phone, he hacked your Google account. It appeared that he had, and that he had my phone. My phone was in a radius that was within his room, or the room above, or in the immediate vicinity outside of his room. And an email address that linked to 2 Facebook profiles and 1 Google Plus profiles that appeared to be him. I think his nickname is Gizmo, Jason Variantes. I think that's your nickname. They could have mocked these profiles up. You know, I'm trying to be rational human being here. But I think those were his profiles, and that was likely his email address, and he likely was aware of it. So Jason, please give me a call. Please contact me. Please also, please reply to those emails that I sent to you. Please don't be a coward on this. I hate calling you out on this. I would really want you to know, I think you know who these people are, or at least someone who knows. I know that little that young black guy that hung out with you, he knows these people. And I think you know these people too, because he appeared after I got out of jail several months later at my friend's apartment, acting all facetious, and then talking about if I knew anyone that wanted a Galaxy Note 4, not a 7 like the one that you had, or either one of you guys had, but a 4. And acting like, oh, I'm so surprised to see you here. Oh, it's you. Oh, funny running into you here right after you get out of jail at like a totally different location, randomly. Oh, I don't go over there anymore. I don't, play with that shit. Anyway, That's bullshit. So you at least know him, and he can lead us to them. But I think you know who these people are. I don't know if you realize that they're a terrorist group and what they're entirely capable of. Maybe that's why you're not coming forward. But it only takes one other person to come forward. And I'm the only, I'm not the only one speaking out on this. Other people spoke out too. But APD and Travis County aren't working with us. I don't really give a shit about the hacking or the phone. I do give a shit if you're not doing anything about it. And then, I want you arrested on those things if you did them, which I think you did, and receipt of the stolen phone instead of theft or whatever, and then the hacking. But those charges would probably be dropped even if you did those, And APD, he had an ankle monitor on at the time for a year, and you could have just gone to him, found him easily, talked to him, put pressure, and either he would have told you, or he would have led you to one or two other people who would have told you about these people. So easy, like, oh my fucking God. It was seemingly so easy, but you could have at least done that, and you could have at least called me back. Jason, I still want you to get in contact with me. I don't think you realize that once you do these sketchy things, and you could have done this without knowing about them, but you probably knew about them because your friend knew about them, and I'm pretty sure you knew about them too, in all likelihood, from a rational thinking, from a rational viewpoint. When you do that for them, when other people do sketchy things for them, they actually nominate you for death, for murder. They try to get the people that you fucked over or were involved with fucking over or fucking with. They try to get you. I don't know if they played me up to you in a different way. They try to make you they were basically trying to get us to hook up in a sexual way, in a murder way, in so many fucked up ways. I did try to go back to your hotel room, not to confront you in a bad way, but just to talk to you about it, because I don't think you realize they put your life in danger. And I don't know if you realize that when you did that, you put your life in danger. I mean, maybe you don't think that normally happens. I mean, I wouldn't react that way, but they totally try to drive people to suicide and murder. And they want people to hurt other people. They want people to freak out and hurt other people. They take advantage of the mentally ill, the people that are addicted to drugs, people recreationally using drugs, and the homeless. And the people hopping around that are homeless, really, that are hopping around the hotels. So you have to come forward, because it's you do not want to be one of these people that was known as someone who aided a terrorist group, or someone that knew something and didn't come forward, and had they come forward, this whole thing would have come out sooner. Okay, you want to be a good guy. You want to be win-win. You don't want to be stealing phones or doing that stupid shit. I mean, had you come forward, this is a multi-million-dollar class action lawsuit. It involves 2 local law enforcement agencies, probably a few hospitals, several hotels perhaps, but this is going to be the biggest news story in the nation, certainly in Austin, but in the nation since Edward Snowden or 9/11, because of what they can do with these things. It's going to be global. I mean, it's going to be and I'm not overselling it. This is a huge story, not just with me, but with everyone. It'll be sensational. It's extremely important. And you could be a part of that coming forward, instead of being one of these sketchy, evil motherfuckers that didn't do anything. And I don't know how much you knew, but just trust me, if this gets back to him, please just let him know it's in his best interest to come forward and let me know what happened, and let the detective know what happened. That's such small potatoes. The more important thing is getting these people to stop torturing me and so many other people, and to provide answers for those that they have tortured, and maybe perhaps have stopped. And hopefully those people are still alive, because I'm sure they have driven some people towards suicide, or hurting themselves and or hurting other people, or to a psychic break that is perhaps irreparable. But that's why it's so important. And it was so important that they told me about Jason, because that whether or not he was involved with it, I could not have guessed that his phone would have been around his room, or that his email address, or a fake email address that looked like his email address was swapped in. So I can't foretell the future, or I can't glean this information out of thin air. I don't have ESP. I don't have magical powers. I don't really believe in that. I don't completely disregard the possibility of mutants and X-Men and people having psychic powers or premonitions or things like that. But I don't have those powers, and I didn't suddenly come down with schizophrenia and suddenly come down with 9 other diseases, and also come down with the powers of ESP at 41, which is a late age, I think, to develop mutant powers also. I think that usually also comes out at an earlier age. So that's why it's so important. That proved to me that the voices were real, and they have proven countless times that they're real in similar situations, by reading ahead in a book, even on the opposite side of the page. When I was reading in jail, they would do that.